Hello, welcome to CNL, and today we're going to take an extensive look at a roguelike game called Isle. This game was made by the Bedorkby team. Let's start with it. Nowhere, with no human contact. You get on the island via a ship which crashes due to unknown circumstances. You wake up to a sight of fire and get out of the boat. This sequence throws you into a situation you have no control over. No matter what you try, the people who are armed don't answer any questions, and all disappear once the boat crashes. You are now on an unknown island, forced to explore in order to survive, with the leading goal being to escape. The island is home to many flora and fauna, and exploration is a big part of this. As you learn quickly enough, you are not alone. Unlike some other games, Isle has extensive lore, and if you stick around, you can find many things that may help you on your way to escape. Keep in mind, you lose everything once you die, except collectibles and badges. Other than that, no items or progress save. Isle has many mechanics, which you will notice early on in your journey, such as the backpack system. Once you find an item, you can see a symbol followed by the amount of weight it is. The player can grab items until their backpack is full. This forces the player to be careful with their resources and make sure they don't waste anything. This, combined with the items having different weight, causes the player to not have an overflow of items portably available. However, there are ways to increase this limit, which I will go over in the other counterparts of this video, Isle, a full analysis of the game, link in the description if it's released yet. Items have many different properties, some which can aid you in your adventure while others can be used offensively, if need be. The items are carefully made to spawn in randomly, so the game doesn't become stale after 2 or more playthroughs. Some gears may be special and cannot be acquired by random spawns, so exploring is heavily recommended if you want them all. There are many ways to explore the Isle, beginning with other players. This is a fun way to play the game, although it might not be the most efficient. The player of the Isle can be dangerous, so if you decide to play with random people, watch your back. You'll learn to do this regardless of the amount of players in game, since you are never alone in the Isle. I do suggest that if you want to experience the Isle, do it with a friend. You'll explore twice as fast, and it's more fun to see your friends get scared at everything. The community of Isle may not seem very friendly, which is true in some situations. There are, however, cool content creators that cover stuff about the game. If you like watching these creators, maybe hit the subscribe button, since I'm an up-and-coming Roblox creator heavily focusing on cool games like this, especially games with lore. I'm into that stuff. Also, if you want to support me even more, hit the like button, as the algorithm will show it to more people. The sound design of Isle is amazing. Let me explain. Back in the olden days of Isle 8, there were barely any soundtracks made for the game. In Isle 9, there are way more. Music is made to capture the atmosphere and immerse you into the world of Isle. This can either be to scare you into certain situations or almost describe in which situations you are in. Sometimes it actually made me jump, so watch out for that. The sound design is carefully chosen to depict what's happening and can really go a long way in terms of scaring you or others. Personally, I love that the game does this instead of just throwing in some nature sounds and be done with it. Some events that happen on the island can trigger said sounds and even music. However, I am sure that more music will be added since Isle 9 Part 2 is in development. Now, you may have noticed the wide array of badges that you can get while surviving in the Isle. These can go from simple tasks like grabbing an item or accomplishing a certain goal. This, combined with titles you can acquire, makes for an experience that will last you a while. Trust me, as someone who's gotten some of the hardest badges, this will take a while. Keep in mind, getting some of these badges is easier with friends or just people in general. Chances are, eventually you'll start hunting them down. And you'll need a guide. The fandom will help you with this, but there are a lot of spoilers, like everything. So only do it once you have explored the Isle. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is the creators, and if you should play this. The creators of this game are awesome, and while people call them slow, I admire them for their work. As someone who has tried designing something using the Roblox Studio, it isn't the easiest thing in the world to create such realistic textures. And if someone from the Bedorkby team is watching, thanks for everything. IL-9 Part 2 might take another year or more to come out, but that's something I'm happy to wait for. The team has spent a lot of time making this game, so if you want more updates, instead of bugging them about it, please just be patient. Now, to my recommendation of this game. Is it worth your time? Yes, absolutely! However, it is so much more fun if you experience it for the first time. If you haven't played Roblox yet, I'd consider it just to play Isle, since the game functions like a separate one. The limitations set by Roblox Studio are hard to work around, and the fact they can make such things like this is just amazing. Oh, if there aren't any videos to watch for me, stay tuned. This channel is new, and for the old people watching, this is my new content now.